So I got a question here for you. Why are marriage numbers declining today? Why are we getting more divorced today in this country, or beautiful land, South Africa? So the other day, I'm listening to the radio, 702, they were talking about the decline in marriage numbers, but it's not unique to South Africa, it's all over the world. And why are the divorce rates so high and things like that? And people were calling in, giving their reasons as to why this thing is happening. Is it because the society, we live in a progressive society, that marriage doesn't mean what it meant before? And a lot of people were calling in, they were talking about, some of them, they're discouraged by the number of divorces that they're seeing, the unsuccessful marriages that are happening in the world today, in this country as well. Other people were talking about how costly divorce is. Whenever two people, they divorce, especially men, they say they tend to lose half of their stuff and things like that. Custody of children and all of these things. Some people, they say they find it easier to cohabit rather than to get married. You do not need a marriage, a license for you to love someone. Another reason was that women are quite demanding. The standard is way too high. They have unrealistic expectations of what marriage is. And I had my own thoughts as well, my own thinking as to why these things are happening. But before I share some of them, here's one. When I look at the social decay that is happening in our country, South Africa, today, it is because the highest office in the land is not doing that great. And when I talk about the highest office, I know some people might think I'm talking about the president or the presidency, but I'm talking about the home. If there is failure in the home, the country, the society, the community will never do well. And part of what we're experiencing today, broken homes and all of that, it is because us as men, us as a people, perhaps women as well, that we decided that the business of being married, which is the backbone of any society, there is no society that can progress, grow, and have a good moral compass without having a father and a mother in a home. Today, when I look around and you see men, different ages, but there's been this particular age that I've noticed, like of 35 to about 40, even early 30s and all that. Men who do not want to get married. They are all about securing the bag, as it's commonly called today. They are all about themselves. And I cannot blame all of this on men only, but because there is a lack and a dire need for a leadership in society, men will have to take that space, occupy that space. Part of the reasons why what I've observed, in my humble opinion, is because of the business of marriage. It is very hard. And today, as a people, as a country, as men, we do not want to do the hard stuff. It is easier to have sex with no responsibilities. It's easier to have children and call yourself a father, and they do not live with you under the same roof. As long as I'm able to provide, as long as I'm able to have access to them as and when I need them. And I think those are the things that are leading to the kind of country that we have today, where we complain about crime, where we complain about lawlessness, where we complain about promiscuity, complain about the illnesses, and it is simply because of the highest land in the highest office in the land, that is the home, has been broken. And today we perpetuating these liberal teachings that says you do not need to get married. Marriage, it is a commitment. It is a lot of hard work. It takes two people to tango, to work with each other, to learn from each other, to forgive each other, to fight, to reconcile, to build up something that is bigger than them. Their home, their community, their country. And I think all of these things that we put forth in terms of why people are not getting married today in South Africa, I think those are just excuses, in my humble opinion. It's because we do not like responsibility. We do not like responsibility. We like the easy stuff. That's why you find a 50-year-old man, 5 kids out there, never been married, and just living his best life. Perhaps, I don't know about the women. I think it's a different thing when it comes to women and all that. But I'm talking to the men today, because those are the heads of the family. And we can never build this beautiful country that is South Africa on the back of single men, on the back of single women, on the back of children having part-time parents in a home. So that is my thought today, and I'm hoping that this thought will resonate with you guys, and let's have a conversation about this. I'll appreciate it if you guys can share some comments on this one, and I think it's a very thought-provoking, and please be so kind to subscribe, and let's have more of these conversations. So hope to see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.